A very good morning to my dear children of class 10. We are doing a story Blue Bead by Nora Burke, and we have already learned about the introduction of the story, the idea of the story. Today we shall move towards the climax, towards the end part of the story, the Blue Bead. So as just to recapitulate, we already know that Sibia is a little 12-year-old girl and who is very poor, and she is very much fascinated, or she is very much fond of jewelries, especially the necklaces made out of bead. And we have learned about the Gujar. Gujars are the nomadic people who moves from one place to another with their cattle. And one day Sibia, along with other women, she goes to the hills above the river in order to cut the paper grass, and on the way back she is left behind because she is interested to see the clay cups she has made as a child. So she is left alone, and on the way back she encounters a Gujar woman who has come to fill up her guras. She has been attacked by a ferocious crocodile. So right now in this very portion, in this very video, we shall learn about the end of the poem, how Sibia saves the Gujar woman from the clutches of the crocodile, and how she kills and attacks the very eye of that crocodile. And later on, how she finds a blue bead in the river and how she gets extremely happy after getting that blue bead. Then after when she returns back home, she does not narrate about the story of how she saved the life of the Gujar woman. Instead, she tells or narrates the story about the blue bead. She only talks about her encounter with the blue bead, but not with the crocodile. So this is the very end part of the story, the last part of the story, the blue bead. This is the ending of the story. So children, here we shall watch a small audio presentation of the last few paragraphs of the story, the blue bead, and let us watch and listen it carefully. Sibia's happiness. Sibia dragged the fainting woman from the water. She stopped her hunds with sand, bound them with a rag, and helped her home to the camp. Then she came back to the river to collect her grass and sickle and fork. As she bent to pick up her fork, she saw the blue bead. She picked it up. It lay in her palm, shining like gold in the light of the setting sun. All her heart went up in flames of joy. She set off home overjoyed. Her bare feet walked over the wriggle mark of the snakes in the dust. One could hear the buzz of malaria mosquitoes, and the track that she was walking on was used at this time by a dangerous old elephant known as the tuskless one. But Sibia was not bothered. She looked at the stars that had come out in the sky. On the way, she met her mother, who had come looking for her worried. Her mother scolded her, saying, "I thought something must have happened to you." At this, Sibia said, "Something did. I found a blue bead for my necklace. Look!" It was the blue bead, not her heroic act of saving the woman from the crocodile. That was the best and most extraordinary part of her day. Now let us recap the sequence of events in the story. The story begins with the description of the crocodile. Then we come to the description of the blue bead in the story. After that, we are introduced to Sibia. Then we learn about Sibia's experiences at the bazaar. After that, we come to the main part of the story where Sibia sets off towards the other side of the river to cut paper grass. Her mother and other women are with her. Then on the way she thinks how nice it would be if she could have strings of glass and beads to decorate herself. Then she passes by a Gujar encampment and observes the women there. Then she crosses the river with other women and works all day cutting paper grass. While cutting the paper grass, she observes her surroundings and remembers the little clay cups that she had made as a child. On the way back, she gets distracted as she decides to go and check on the little clay cups. She falls behind the other women. As she crosses the river, she sees the crocodile attack the Gujar woman and fights the crocodile with a hay fork. As the crocodile withdraws and helps the Gujar woman to the camp, she finds the blue bead and is overjoyed. She is no longer thinking about the crocodile. Finding the blue bead has made her day. Points to remember. Why does the writer describe the crocodile the way she does? What do you think of Sibia's fascination regarding her experience at the bazaar? Why did Sibia not hesitate before springing to the woman's help? Why is the ending of the story remarkable? How does the ending of the story justify its title?